Hey folks, welcome back to Bama Performance and Vintage Saws. Back with the host Nick DeForster, and tonight, um, y'all aren't seeing the front half of this build, but you'll get to see a little bit of the back half. This is a little more on the wilder side of things, and I'll show you. So I'm building another Husqvarna 55 for the competition this weekend. This Wednesday night. I'm hoping I can get it done in time. The horizontal hustle, whatever it's called, is Saturday. It's a 55 cylinder 028 super piston, sitting at 78 degrees opening on the intake, so that's 156 degrees total duration, sitting at 100 on the exhaust. Exhaust opening, exhaust closing, sitting at 100. Transfers are sitting at 126, so 26 degrees blowdown. Wind to the max, lunged. It's got two finger ports in it that angle back up to the intake. Doing some carb modifications. This one's a backup I may end up using. It's a 14 millimeter Venturi, working on trying to get the choke linkage working on it. And I'll bring you over here to what that's. Let me put that guy back up. That was for mock up. I'll bring you over here to my grinding section over here. If you see this guy, you'll see that it is a Zama. Well, you'll notice, well, you actually really can't see it. Our impulse is, it's cut off. Well, if you look on the top, we're drilled for internal impulse. And if you see what I'm doing over here, I'm putting the linkage, clutch linkage from the Walboro WT170 from the Husqvarna 55 on it. So we should have essentially it's like a Domar 7900 carb, almost the same thing as Walboro HD12. We should have it for it, and it be completely working, operational like stock. And then as far as exhaust, set you back up. Exhaust, you just got typical 55 muffler, gutted, opened up just a little bit, and that's her. So I'm working on getting it all back together. Like I said, I'm hoping I can get it done in time, because I have not pressure tested it, have not ran it, still haven't done the what's called time in advance. Gonna try to get it as close to 10 to 11 degrees as I can right out of the gate. Let's see how she likes it. And yeah, so that's what I've been working on. I picked this all up just last week. I only get to work on saws 2 nights a week, about all I can budget for it. Yeah, that lines up perfectly. God, I did good on that one. And so I literally started this Sunday, ported it, got it where I wanted it. And then I ported it, got it where I wanted it. Hope you do it the right way. And then started working on the carb that same night. And I'm hoping I can finish it all up tonight. That way I can do some testing tomorrow. Should have some testing. Like I said, cylinder is widened to the max. So if it blows up, it blows up. I got another aftermarket cylinder I can put on it. Going to have essentially a 372 carb. It's a Domar. It's a Zama. It came off a Domar. I believe it may have came off Husky. Not 100% sure. Opened up. Had to modify this for the linkage. Opened up this a fair amount. we're not broken through anywhere, so that's good. What else? Gonna run stock filter. I know it's restrictive. Maybe we won't run a filter for just the 3 cuts that it is. This cylinder came scored, so I'm not really worried about it. I don't think it's going to have 210, 220 pounds compression. If it has 180, 190, should be good. Like I said, just throwing this together for this race. That's literally all I'm doing. So next, I'm going to see about putting this guy together so I can pressure test it in the morning. Hopefully that works for that. There are bolts, slide them into place. So I'm sorry y'all catching this on the backside, but just didn't have a whole lot of time to film or nothing like that. Just had to do what I could do with the time I had. I had to find whatever I did with those bolts. They're in a box here somewhere. There you go. Go back and pressure test it later. See if I can find those little nuts. I set them up here. Maybe I did not. They'll pop up. I know I set them in a box, just wasn't in this box. If not, I can steal them off another saw. We got a handful more. Yeah, they're not in here. Do not believe. No, they're not. Let me find where I set them at. Little brass screw. Let's set that one in there. Got to find out where I set these little guys at. I set them in a box. It's just where in a box did I set them. But if I get any more progress, like I said, I'm waiting on motor seal dry on there. Waiting on the JB weld to finish on that. JB welded it before, but didn't use enough hardener, so it never fully hardened. Did that Sunday, and it's Wednesday, and it still wasn't hard. So just pulled it back apart, put more hardener in the JB weld, and we'll just see what it does. That's all I can think to do. So whenever I can, I'll bring y'all back, and hopefully that carb will be ready to go. I'll go through the gaskets and everything in it, make sure she is ready and set. Like I said, hopefully it should be almost like stock appearing, stock cylinder, not stock cylinder, but at least OE cylinder. Muffler just been gutted and opened up. So it's nothing wild per se, but it's a wild build for me. I usually do not go this aggressive. So we'll have to see. It may blow up, it may run great. Who knows? I've never done a 028 piston in one of these, so we'll just have to see as it comes along. So I appreciate y'all watching, and I will keep you updated. Hope y'all have a blessed evening. Know Jesus loves you. And if you like what you saw, please hit that like button. Want to see more, hit that subscribe button. We'll catch you on the next one. And I will try to get some content out there at Bodie's if I can. So I appreciate it. Y'all take care.